Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Now, I've had a few comments of you legends wanting me to review the state of the game. Now, I always like this because this is when they go through and they start telling you about what's going to come and what we've got to look forward to. So let's get straight into it today. Now, we've recently had the anniversary update, which is always one of the biggest updates that they do, which I always like. We have already covered a November one when that came out last year, so I'm I'm quite hyped to see what they're planning on doing and bringing because the one they did last year was quite a big push. So what we've got this year is yeah, okay, let's start from the top. As we discussed in November, we wanted to improve rewards and make the battle pass a more integral part. So they kind of did that in a little bit of a cheap way by just by eliminating the prize wall and making it so the only way to get the characters was from the battle pass. So I'd like to see them maybe change that a bit more because it doesn't really make it an integral part. Um, we have added new items, cosmetics, resources, and moved the release of new heroes to the Battle Pass. Yeah, like I said, I don't really like that. Along with introduction of early access. We're really happy to see this feature engagement improve since the change were introduced in February. Yeah, but that isn't something great. By default, it would improve if the only way to unlock the new overpowered characters was in the Battle Pass. That's kind of a little bit of a weird stat there. So they're continuously reviewing the battle pass and look forward to improving it further. Okay, that's good. I'm intrigued to see what they can do now. There's not really a huge amount that they can do with the battle pass now. It's kind of got to that stage, so I'm not too sure what they're going to do with that. Okay, so now this is one that I like. I like the changes to the friendship missions. I think this is probably one of my favorite ones. So we've got due to hero balancing issues, we saw that friendship campaigns became a big issue and difficult to progress through. So we've made changes to the difficulty to help progression along. Yeah, because there were some levels that were nearly impossible. Well, I think they probably were impossible unless you had the character like beyond maxed out. We know that the narratives are fun and engaging for everyone, and we want to make sure they weren't blocked too heavily. Part of the change included decreasing the max variety of heroes, as well as allowing the full lineup of 5 heroes to be usable in every stage. So I like that. Basically, the main change there is that, before it would only be 2 characters and it would be 3, then 4, then 5. It's just 5 the whole way through. And what that means is that you can work on more characters, you can pick one to upgrade, and there's more chances of overlapping, which means there's more chances of you actually being able to push through these quite quickly. So we've got costumes and the mastery threads. So costumes have finally returned. It started with Elsa. I wasn't too fussed with the costumes. I don't mind the anniversary costumes that they've done. I think they're pretty good. They're actually different. It's not just making a character gold or emerald, but again, I think it's a fun addition. No complaints for me. Nice little extra for the people who like to collect those types of things. So we still have a few planned for the rest of the year, but due to some news we're sharing below, we will slow down of the further into 2025. Okay, yeah, cool. A whole new type of cosmetics. Yep, the mastery skins. We wanted to introduce more cosmetics in a faster way while keeping the prize wall relevant, so mastery skins took over for a little while. However, due to lukewarm reception of these skins, yes, because they were trash, we were reviewing the prize wall once again and may place these cosmetics and said, yeah, brilliant. Pop it in a crate. If people want it, they can have it. Honestly, those skins were awful. I think they looked good. I'm not having a go at the people who made them, but it was a cop out idea for skins. Let's just click the fill tool and change the color. It was a bit lazy, really. So cool. Discord's been launched now. I like the Discord. I chat in there. I chat in there sometimes. But yeah, it's nice to see what everyone's saying. Now, I think this is kind of the biggest point here. Now, the hero balancing, they're still working on now, but they have been doing bits and pieces, and I have to say it has kind of been working. So some of those really overpowered characters have been hit with a little bit of a nerf. Well, I wouldn't even say a nerf, they've just been balanced so they're not stupidly overpowered. Because some of the characters, I mean, some of them, a lot of them are still very broken. So Yeah. So here we go. An effort to improve gameplay experience went back and took on major rebalancing efforts. Brilliant. We noticed that power creep was getting out of hand. Yes, it was, causing many issues throughout various features in the game, which is good. And they've been rolling it out quite slowly. And I think it has been working. I quite like it. So, even though the hero pool is healthier state now, we still have a lot to do. The worst offenders have been rebalanced, but there's still a lot more heroes we plan on rebalancing. I think they did also balance Ida, but it wasn't a huge one, but it did just make her a little less stupidly overpowered, which is quite nice. So, yeah, again, very good. And I'm excited to see how they're going to keep these reworks going. So then we've got updates on other projects. Now, these are the ones that I'm more excited about and really wanted to bring these to your attention. So these are the ones that are being worked on and hoping to be released this year. Now we've got yellow quality of life because the yellow upgrades are pretty pointless. I think that's a known thing. Even since the day that they made them, they always seemed a bit random. So that's nice. New non-guild war perks, that's brilliant. Merging some of the servers, so some of the dead servers are merging into other servers. Brilliant. Improving game's performance. Fine. I don't really see much performance issues in the game. But yeah, you can't really ever complain about a game doing performance issues, so I'll take that. Market refresh, so they're going to rework the market. It does need a bit of a rework because if you're on the level I'm on, the market's pointless. I can't remember the last time I opened the market. The only time I opened the market was when it was for like just getting a couple of the prize war shards. But yeah, it's one of those things that you don't really need to worry about. And then we've got a few things on here which are on pause. So the community collaborative hero teasers, I think that was they're working on some sort of influencer thing. I'm unsure on that one. We've got a favorite system. That doesn't really matter too much because they've got a search, so it's not the end of the world. More stories. Sorry, the content creator program is separately. Well, that's a shame because 2025, I was hoping that would come out sooner because I would have loved to have got involved closer with them. I don't know why they don't engage with content creators. It's only going to make their game more relatable, more fun, and they'll be able to get some insight from what people are saying. And UI and guild improvements. So you can see there's a lot there. Okay. I've just seen web store. So they're stopping all the cool stuff to just drain our bank accounts more. Come on. That's upsetting. That is upsetting. So we're thrilled to announce the About Mode web store. This is I think Supercell do this a lot for their games. We're thrilled to announce the official Disney Heroes. That's a yawn. That's a yawn. This is boring. Diving has come incredible offers with great value, including stamina diving deals for your journey. Despite limited offers for now, they will feature incredible value. We're excited to share first time purchase promo code to use at checkout. Keep it okay. I'll buy something. I'll see how it works and we can go over that together. It's dead. That is pretty dead. Okay, referral program. As an effort to support Disney Sorcerer's Arena, we're creating a referral program not only open to Disney users but existing. We hope to enhance the Disney experience through the campaign to help foster community-friendly competition. Both new and existing players will have access to. Ooh, okay. So they're doing some sort of crossover with Disney Sorcerer's Arena. I used to love that game. We're almost ready to share. Oh, that's interesting. Two Disney games work together. Why not? Why not? Hero release changes. So starting next month in June, we'll be returned to releasing a minimum of one hero per month. Brilliant. I think that's a good idea. We will be ramping up hero releases for the last half of the year. Okay, that's fine. But I like the idea of one for now when they work on other things. Brilliant. So that's good through the battle pass, the third hero improve yet. So that's the same, but they're just knocking it down to one now, which again, I think is really good. So I think if I was to summarize what we have. So I am not excited about the web store. I think that is disappointing. I think that's just a weird kind of money grab. I'm annoyed that they've pushed back the creator program and the hero teaser stuff with the community. I think that's a shame. That would have been really fun, especially that would have linked up quite nicely if they're trying to bring in Sorcerer's Arena people. They could have maybe grabbed some of their content creators as well. Little bit of a shame there, but there's some really nice things. I like that they're going to 1 hero a month. It just helps them work on other things and balance the game out. So all in all, pretty solid state of the game, nothing too dramatic. Probably the newest thing is that web store and the fact that they're changing the costumes, 1 hero a month, and hoping they're going to rework the mastery skin. So not a huge amount. I had a lot of people commenting and messaging me on Instagram to review these. There isn't a huge amount to review. There's not too much excitement really, but it's good. They're still working on the game, and I'm excited to see what's gonna come out. Have a brilliant weekend, guys, and I'll see you all soon.